What's up guys, it's Paige and today we are reacting to SkillsJam's new video, Breaking Barriers, the future of the skilled careers is female, ? So let's get right into it. I have been on this panel, but we recorded this almost a year ago and I have not seen the final video. Okay, I'm all set.
Female fixers. I saw how much people charge to do really simple jobs and I wanted to make that much money. Today we are sitting down with a panel of lovely, talented female students who are breaking gender roles in their trades.
If I own a house, being able to fix my own appliances without spending $200 on a singular service call for something that's really simple, I just want to fix it myself.
So without further ado, let's meet our female fixers.
I didn't really do much construction when I was a kid, even though I really liked it and I thought it was interesting. I was just too scared that I would get made fun of.
There's gonna be boys in your class and other people who are like, that's so weird. But there's also men who will support you so much.
I always say I feel like a superhero when I leave people's houses because something's wrong and then we get to go fix it and it's like they love us so much and I'm the superhero, I saved the day. So I have to start by asking the obvious. Historically, the trades, especially construction, have been catered to a male-dominated career path. So I want to know, how did you get into your career as women?
My mom's like, you have to take a summer class. So she forced me. And only one of them was about engineering. I'm like, that sounds the best. And it was an introduction to engineering class and I really enjoyed it. And at the end, I kind of had to admit to her, I'm like, I liked it. And then, so I took this HVAC, electrical wiring, and RCAT class. And so for the past 3 years, I've been doing that and I really enjoy it. And I'm going to go to college in electrical engineering now.
My parents started in real estate.
Before I get into my part, I think it's funny because a lot of people that I've seen, a lot of women that I've seen get into the trades, get into it because they were forced to, because their parents told them it might be a good idea. And then when they actually get into it, they really like it. So, you know, even if you think it's not a path for you, the skilled trades might be a path. Okay, now to my part.
So I grew up working on houses all the time and I saw how much people charge to do really simple jobs and I wanted to make that much money. So I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm gonna learn a skill. I did not think that that would be my career path long term. I just thought, I'm gonna own a house, so it's cool to know how a house works. But I immediately found my place. I felt so welcomed there and I really like the trades, so I just found my place.
What do you enjoy about being in your career path? Obviously, we've touched on that a little bit, but like, what is just the best part for you?
Being able to fix something and immediately see the results. And it's something that not a lot of people do, so it's something I know I can help others with. And I think it's also just something that's really beneficial for myself. If I own a house, being able to fix my own appliances without spending $200 on a singular service call for something that's really simple, I just want to fix it myself.
100%, exactly what they said. I always say I feel like a superhero when I leave people's houses because something's wrong and then we get to go fix it and it's like they love us so much and I'm the superhero, I saved the day.
This panel is called Female Fixers for that reason.
Exactly, yeah.
I also think that women are too sometimes nervous and they don't want to be made fun of or judged. I know that's really difficult, especially like being in a construction class that's mostly boys. It's scary sometimes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say, like, being a woman,
I'd say something.
like to be 100% confident in something before you commit to it. So it's just really hard for women, I think, sometimes to commit to something because they're not 100% certain that they're going to be like the best at it, but that's okay. We have like different strengths and I think that's the best part about the industry.
Yeah, and absolutely going off what you said in your construction class, there's barely any girls. For 2 years, I was the only girl in my class.
Oh,
Touch on that a little bit.
I-
Like, what is that experience like, being
So-
the only
The
female
only
in your
girl?
class?
It's definitely like, sometimes you do kind of miss that, and so I understand why girls don't want to join it all. I had a girl in my class this year, and even she was like, when they toured the class the year before, she's like, one of the reasons I wanted to join then was because I saw another girl
There
in
was a girl.
So it like helped her to realize, hey, I can do this too. Other females are doing it.
Nice.
So I think now that a lot of younger women are getting into trades, it will encourage more people to join.
But one thing that we've been seeing a lot recently is female content creators that are in these trades and in these skilled careers. Do we feel that maybe that has played a part in empowering women to step into these career fields?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it helps others learn about what
is
out there for them, other things that they can do, stuff other than what they've been taught they can do. And it just opens their eyes to like the beginning knowledge of stuff. And I think just having the basics is really important.
I don't have to be defined by somebody else. Like, I can do that. So as you know,
Anyone
there's obviously a major
do
skills
it.
gap growing in America. And a lot of experts believe that potentially making these industries more welcoming to women could help to close the skills gap. And obviously that's what we're all about here at Skills Jam and with Skills USA. So how do we feel about that thought, that maybe bringing more women in could really help to end this problem? I think Skills Jam is such a like new trendy thing happening that it
Skills Jam is
really
cool.
catches the eyes of the younger generations, and they see us and they're like, that could be me, and I don't have to be.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
This job that I don't want to do just because I'm.
I have chills. I don't know if you can see. I love this stuff, guys. Oh, why am I so emotional right now? We're only halfway through. Jeez. I love seeing inspired people and motivated people, and I love thinking that I can make such an impact. I'm literally tearing up and I have chills. Wow. Okay. We're only halfway through the video and I'm already in tears. What the heck? Okay, back to it.
Woman. I think it's amazing that our generation, we are stepping into these skilled careers that people are not really going into at the moment. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but just getting to see young students such as ourselves take on these roles, it's really, really empowering.
Even bringing more women into male-dominated industries, I just think women and men do think differently about things, and so bringing these people into the industries can help grow the industries a lot in like ideas and thoughts and new inventions maybe.
Ooh.
You have different strengths, so like my plumbing is so much prettier, you know.
No, I have beautiful wiring in my class. It's just pretty.
No, that's so true.
Okay, so not to call you out directly, but before we had started this panel, we were talking a little bit, and you had mentioned a funny story about before you went into your first competition with your uniform and it not being the right size.
Oh, yeah.
So I just wanted you to talk about that.
Yeah, so my first state competition, we had to get our convict uniforms, which is what I'm wearing right now. That's what my mom worked at a prison, and she said that's
convict.
What they wore. So it's the convict.
Oh
uniform.
gosh.
But when we had to pick our uniforms out of like the closet with all the old uniforms in them, the smallest size was a size 32 men's pants. And so I had to like roll them up. I had to get a belt. Smallest shirt size in this, still the smallest shirt size, is a small men's. So it goes down to like my butt when I don't tuck it in. So my teacher said, if you make it to nationals, I'll buy you a smaller pair of pants. So I'm like, okay, gotta make it to nationals.
What?
So now we have a few smaller items in the closet for my school.
Were you maybe one of
She
the
made
first
it to
females in your
nationals.
class
I
to have
love
been
it.
able to go to this competition as to why the uniform may have been so big?
Yeah, so I think before there might have been a few other females, but I definitely was one of the first females. And yeah, so now we do have for previous people. Maybe just the other men's pants. I'm not sure what they wore.
More than likely. They're probably the same pair.
Yeah.
How about everybody else's experience through Skills USA? Like, do you feel that empowerment seeing other students your age and also other females in your competitions? Because of Skills USA, I go and talk to the middle school frequently, our local middle school. And this upcoming year, our construction class has so many people that it's difficult to find space for them. Oh, wow. And a lot of them are girls, and it's so empowering and so exciting knowing that I maybe had an influence on that, and I helped our class grow. Because last year we were struggling to have people.
See, this is what I'm talking
because
about.
we didn't have enough. So seeing it this year, the growth.
Katie makes a huge impact, and I love to see it. And I can't wait to see how else we make an impact in the industry. If she's getting a bunch of girls going to construction already and she's not even graduated, that's crazy. That's awesome. I love it.
That it's made and having so many women in it is so exciting.
Yes.
It's incredible. Paige, what about you?
Congratulations. I literally have chills. That is so inspiring.
I get chills a lot, apparently. That's awesome.
I love that. I mean, same kind of scenario. I went to school for plumbing. I went to middle schools and elementary schools and told them to go to the career and technical school. And I didn't know if I would have any impact. But now, like, all of the construction industry trades, it's really hard to get into those because they're so full, which is really good. Like, that's what we need. And to see more women getting out there is, yeah. I love it.
And I know we're talking about our generation, the younger generations, maybe the ones after us. Paige, I know you're making strives to get the younger children that are just underneath us with your books, if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah. So I have published 3 children's books. It's a series, the Plumber Paige Bathroom series, and it's really just simple step-by-step. If you guys want to like look at them, go ahead. It's really simple step-by-step stuff to show kids how to do things in their own homes. Yeah. And it's really like for any age. All the old people love it too.
All the old people.
It, so it's super like juvenile and
I could have
fun.
said that better.
And, you know, like it's not common to see or be, it's not accepted that women especially are in the industry, but especially like kids in general, they're not allowed to look at these non-college paths. So just exposing it, making it a conversation at a young age, that's so important.
I've seen a lot of growth in our automotive, electrical engineering class and carpentry, and people have had to like apply and turn resumes in to start to get into them now, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
I'm so glad that they're growing because I think it's such an important industry that we have now.
When I'm watching this, I'm reacting the same way to her saying stuff that I reacted in the video. Because you can see me in the side, like, shaking my head. And I just shook my head. I'm like, I'm the same. Nothing has changed.
Since there is less workers in it, and we still need people.
Yes, we want to make that 10% much, much bigger.
It actually is growing. So it went up to 11% in, like, half a year. So that's pretty awesome. It's already growing. And we are seeing, like, there's statistics that prove that women in the industry, but also people joining the industry, it is going up. It's just the retention now is part of the problem. So we're making progress, and it's exciting to see.
So at SkillsJam, one of the things that we are striving to do is change the terms, what was once referred to as blue-collar jobs, into skilled careers, because that's exactly what they are. They are careers, and trying to push to make people consider it as such. College isn't the only option, as we were saying, and it doesn't need to be the only option. What kind of things do you think we could do moving forward to, like, bring this idea further?
I definitely think staying by leading with example. Social media, again, is such a big thing, and it's such a good tool that can be used. And some sort of thing within schools that says, like, hey, college isn't the only option. Like you were saying, that's an amazing thing that y'all did.
That is incredible to hear, because I know my high school, I graduated about 2 years ago, and even then, like, they were supportive of our CTC, but I feel like it wasn't pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Same.
that it's pushed at our school now.
Good.
It's so important. I did not have that when I was going through school. I was a smart girl. So they wanted me for the numbers. They wanted me to go to college. They did not want me to go to a tech school.
Yeah.
I did not care. I was like, I'm going to tech school because this is what I want to do. And it's a career that like I'm passionate about. And it's super fulfilling. So like I'm doing it and you're going to deal with it. And so
I'm doing it and you're going to deal with
really
it.
shifted a lot of people in the schools focus on the stigma, and they're, you know, pushing it a little bit better now, which is good to see that we, you know, can be that inspiration. But just like changing that stigma, yes, of course. And it doesn't have to be an either or. I'm doing both right now. Like I went to tech school, we're going to college. Yeah. Yep. So it really doesn't have to be an either or, but you don't need college nearly as bad as everybody thinks you do anymore.
Yeah. A lot of people, I think of it as like unskilled work. It's like, oh, anyone could do that.
It's the dropouts.
Yeah,
true at
that's
all.
what people think. And
Yeah, there's such a stigma that like only the failures in school or the people getting the low grades are the stupid kids have to go to tech school. But like you can be a straight A student and go to tech. You can be smart and not be testing A's and then end up in a classroom setting where you get to work with your hands and be, you know, excelling crazy. So I'll let her say.
Like promoting it more now with this, like a lot of it is very hard work.
Yeah, the skilled trades, it's a path that people shouldn't be ignoring.
and you need a lot of training. Not anyone can just go and do it. So it's a very worthwhile career, and it's something you can do for a long time.
And we've really started to see our generation turning away from stereotypical office jobs and turning into the trades. And I think that that's just so inspiring and so important. By bringing more women into this field, we might be able to close that skills gap. I think women are the solution that we need.
Yeah, that was well said.
Sometimes it's a struggle because if you were a man joining the industry, you wouldn't have to do the work to get more people in. So some of us women just want to like get into the field. We don't want to be this whole face and like bringing more people in.
Yeah.
But the people who do, we like that's why we're here.
Yes.
We're doing the work, but we're also putting in so much more work just to encourage more people. Now, are there any women maybe either in the industry or in your life at all that have inspired you to keep going with this even when things get kind of tough?
I'd say definitely my mama. She's
Oh,
not in the skilled trades, but she is so extremely supportive of everything that I want to do. Any project that I come up with, she's like, let's make it. Let's go buy you the wood. Like, let's make it. So she's always very excited and very supportive. So she keeps me going to where I feel that I can do those things. And I don't ever have to question if I'll have somebody behind me to back me on it.
make sure you stay hydrated. I got my SkillsJam's Stanley. Cute. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks. Back to the video.
Yeah, having parents like that is so important. I'd say my parents are like that too, especially my mom. And I don't really know anyone in the trade who's a female who I could say is a role model, but I'd say definitely my mom. She's always encouraged me to like do what is best for you. She would not care about like traditional gender roles at all. Like she's like, as long as you enjoy it and it's something you're good at and something that you want to do for a career, go for it. I have so many support systems, especially women. My mom is obviously one of them, but I think it's important for these people who have not so supportive moms to know, or parents in general, to know that they can prove them why it is something to be supported. So don't let that deter you if you don't have amazing parents like ours. Find your tribe. I have so many supportive women in my life. There's a construction camp for girls that I've been a part of. I was a camper and now I'm like a leader at the camp. And the co-founder there, Kristen Fallon, she's an amazing woman in the industry and she's been such a huge support system for me. And just like keep looking for your tribe.
Shout out
There's
Kristen.
a lot of social media influencers. So just like message them. They will respond because they're human and they care about you and they want to see you succeed. Sometimes support is all you need. And on that topic, is there any advice that you would want to give to maybe a young girl who is watching this who wants to go into the skilled careers but isn't really sure whether or not that's the best idea because of the stigma?
Don't pay attention to what people think, because I know and I know that sounds so cliche and like
It's not cliche.
but as a child, I very much paid attention to what people thought of me. So I stayed to myself and I was very shy and nervous, and I didn't really do much construction when I was a kid, even though I really liked it and I thought it was interesting. I was just too scared that I would get made fun of or anything like that. So just don't care what other people think or what
Do what
the
you
boys in your
like. It
class
doesn't
might
matter.
say, 'cause I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll say something.
Yeah.
I'd say definitely like do whatever interests you the most. If it is going to a trade school, becoming an apprentice, going to college. And also there will always be people who like will get down on you and he'll be like, oh, you're a girl, you can't do that. But I've also learned in this industry that like there is definitely a lot of older people, like males, who will totally 100% support you. And
a lot of my
people are
supporters are
very
male.
excited about it. A lot of the judges in my competition,
Yeah, they
they've
love to
told me
see
so many
it.
times, don't stop. Like, it's amazing you're a female in this industry. So, like, there's gonna be boys in your class and other people who are like, oh, blah, blah, that's so weird. But there's also men who will support.
Did we see that eye roll? That was crazy. Wow, I didn't realize how expressive I was.
so much, and I think that's great too.
Prove the haters wrong.
Yes.
Definitely, it's just explore your options. That's what I always say. You may find something that you didn't even know you would like. Just explore your options. There's so much opportunity out there, and get out there and see. Work with your hands and play with it and see what you like. Well, you ladies absolutely have inspired me, and I'm sure you're inspiring the next generation as well.
Cool.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
that was so good. I love it. Okay, final thoughts. What did I think? I thought that that was really good. As I said, I was a part of it, so I kind of remember some of it, and reaction videos are better when you don't know what it's going to be or what they're going to say. But I think it was really cool to see like the final product of how it turned out and the bigger message. And I don't know, I love it. I love to see people caring about inspiring the next generation and supporting women and all that kind of stuff. So just let's keep doing it. Let's keep supporting women. Let's keep supporting the younger generation. And yeah, I love it. I love to see the type of impact that we're already creating. So I think that was a pretty cool video. Make sure you go watch the full thing on SkillsJam's YouTube channel. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all platforms, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thumbnail. Oh. Okay, some thumbnails maybe.